This section walks through running the unformatted and formatted Estimate View Excel reports. The Estimate View ribbon includes a button titled From Estimate View. This button has always had functionality to dump the current Estimate View to Excel. However, there is a new drop-down menu that includes two options, Unformatted Report and Formatted Report. We'll start with the Unformatted Report. Select it from the drop-down. Next, select a location of where you want the file to export. I'm going to select my local drive. So I'm going to go back to my C drive and a folder that I've set up on my local hard drive. Now that I've saved the file, I'm going to navigate to Excel on my local machine and pull up the file. So I already had the Excel export template open. Now I'm also going to open the file that I just downloaded. And we can see that the data is all there. It's all the same as what was in the estimate view. However, it isn't formatted. It's not pretty necessarily. So we do have some groupings over here. We do have the headers and all of the data, but we don't have any branding. We don't have any other data except for what was showing in that estimate view. Now let's go back to Estimator and run the new formatted report. Same steps from Estimate View, click the drop down, and then choose Formatted Report. Earlier, we told this dialog where to find our files. So, since we've updated our preferences, we have a list here of the reports that we can run. There is the option to choose a new file that you can go out and navigate to your File Explorer and find the file that you want to run. I'm opening this just to demonstrate that you can find it that way. But best practice or standard operating procedure should be that you put your standard template files in the same location so that everyone can get to them and have the same expected results. Select the radio button for Excel Export Template Owner's Report for Level. Then click Next. Now click Browse. This is going to give the location of where you want your file to be delivered. So in this instance, I'm going to go back to my hosted environment so that we make sure everyone has access. I'm going to find my training deliverables. And I'm going to add this file there. Hopefully you have a standard operating procedure where you have a project file that is going to hold all of your deliverables so that you have one spot to go to when it's time to get all of that sent out to the customer. Okay, we have our templated file, we have our export file, everything looks good there. Click Export. When the report exports, it will open Excel on the remote desktop if you're in hosted environment or on your local computer if you're on-prem. If it opens in hosted environment, you'll need to enter your company's Active Directory credentials in order to get to your Office license to open the report. I've already taken those steps, so this is going to open automatically for me. Okay, the Excel report opened in the remote desktop for me since I'm on hosted. Click into the Owner's L4 with fees, and you can see that instead of just having that main data dump like we had earlier, now we have a hierarchy, we have grouping, but we also have colors, and we have indentation. So all of these things are helpful when we're ready to send something to the customer. There are a couple of things that will need to be kind of shored up as far as spacing is concerned. But all of that is pretty much here, so there's not a lot of heavy lifting to do. Navigate over to the view and click on page layout. The page layout is going to show you that we also have a logo included in the header, as well as some other tokens that we're going to talk about in a little bit that will build out the header information from our project properties within the estimate. Close the formatted report if in hosted environment. Instead, go to the local computer and open the formatted report for reference. We'll work backward from the final product and break down how the file is set up to produce the Estimate View Excel report in the remaining sections.